Hello, good evening. Welcome, welcome. Today, oh god, everything okay over there, Gilgamesh? Today, we're playing Slay the Princess. This is an entirely blind playthrough. I should maybe put that in the title, actually. There you go. My first time playing through, I am completely blind. I don't know anything about the game except that spooky things maybe probably happen. Possibly, probably, maybe. It looks a little spooky, just like the art style that I've seen on the Steam page. Grab my popcorn for this. Oh boy, oh boy. That's right. Get your popcorn, get your soda, get your hot chocolate or tea or whatever, because it's October and it's getting a little chilly. I still don't know what this game is. Neither do I. I know that it's visual novel-esque. Gamer Supps or Gamer Tea or Gamer Soups. Or... yeah, I think that's about it. They got the sus bars, but... I don't know if that really... doesn't exactly fall in the same category. The Gamer Soups is like warm and cozy. Gamer Supps could be like fruity. I don't know if the... fuck it. Get those two. Get your gamer cave stockpiled with your favorite snacks and or beverages. It's really hard to be non-denominational. Anyway, Slay the Princess. Why would we do that? I don't know. That's what I'm here to find out. Yeah. I don't really know what the game is about necessarily. I think it's probably about slaying or choosing not to slay the princess, depending on what the scenario here is. Rather the princess kill me. Well, it's not off the table. I've got my Gamer Supps here. Got to stay hydrated for narration streams. Flavor of the day. Anybody want to guess flavor of the day? I'll give you a hint. It's not. It is not a creator flavor. It is one of their. It is one of the basic flavors on Gamer Supps. I still haven't ordered more caffeine-free Pyro Power. I desperately need to, and I keep forgetting about it. Mango Meta? No. Strike one. You get 3. Everybody gets 3. What else? What other new flavors are dropping? I know Tricky's got a flavor coming down the pipes. I think Bao's got a flavor coming down the pipes. I didn't get the opportunity to sample them at TwitchCon. I was too busy when they had them. Tropical, and I don't think I would describe it as tropical, but I could call it exotic. Love this game. Hydrogen, no spoilers, please. I've not seen anything. I know about the game, but I don't know a single thing that happens in the game, which is why I'm very excited to play it. I've seen Joel do it on stream, but I didn't watch the stream because I knew that I wanted to play it. I've seen Markiplier play it on his channel, but I didn't watch those videos because I didn't want to spoil myself. So spoilers. DLC is releasing next week. I did hear about that too. When I downloaded it and put it in my library, I'm like, oh shit, there's more. There's like an expanded edition coming out like a week from now. I wish I knew that before I made the schedule. Grandpa's Ashes? No. I think Grandpa's Ashes is a partnered flavor. I don't know whose, though. I know Anime Girl Thigh is a flork of cows. I think Grandpa's Ashes is somebody's, and I think Lean is somebody's, too. I'm not sure. Yeah, one more shot. One more shot. Guess the flavor of the day. Going once. Going twice. Excuse me. It is! It's lychee! That's the one! Lychee. I don't know how it's... I used to call it lychee all the time, but then I heard people calling it lychee, so I started saying lychee, and now I can't stop. Yeah! That's the flavor of the day! Let's go! It's light and sweet. I like it. Alright. So... everybody's all comfy, everybody's all cozy, everybody's all ready to go. Because it's time to let her rip. So you haven't had... no, I have not had sploosh. I'm hesitant. Again, that's another flavor that I wanted to sample while I was at TwitchCon, but I didn't get the chance to. Because I am not big on mango or coconut, and it is those two things. So, I'd like to try it, but I don't think it's the kind of thing that I would want to. Like, I would like to try it as like a sample pack. I'd try it once, but I don't want to buy a tub and then find out that I really don't like it. More coconut than mango and mixes great. See, that's the thing. I don't really like mango, and I don't really like coconut either. When I was young, I was mildly allergic to coconut. I've grown out of it, but still, it's like weird. And I'm not too big on it. Okay. Content warning. This is a horror game, and it is not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website, Black Tabby Games, if you need a full list of the content warnings. I'm also... hold on. Turn on capture cursor. Can I turn on capture cursor? Yeah. Because it's got... I don't know if you can see it. It's got a custom mouse cursor. If you need a full list of content warnings, Slay the Princess contains flickering images, effects, as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. If either of these has health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. I love a love story. Okay, real quick. Preferences. Can I make this full screen? Yeah, thank you. Unseen text. Oh, skip unseen text. I said, yeah, right, no. We're not going to worry about that for right now. Welcome, one and all, to Slay the Princess. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Getting right into it.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Why is she in the basement of a cabin in the woods on a hill? I presume on a hill. Oh! Oh, I like this. I like this. We got a narrator who's going to narrate for us, and we've got parallax. This is great. We have autoplay. We have autoplay. I don't have to do anything.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh. Ooh. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? That, you know? That's a good one. I like that. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget that. Forget it. I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Wow, you get a lot of choices right off the bat. Holy shit. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. That's a Kingslayer coded answer. Silently continue to the cabin, or turn around and leave. Wow, that's a lot of options. I'm almost overwhelmed. All right. Now I know you guys don't know this quite yet, but lore accurate Conla, though he is a self-titled, well, not self-titled, but though he is a Kingslayer, might have a soft spot for the ladies.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Ah, okay. Well,
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is
Hey now, hey now.
dangerous. She is
Bro's a
not
raging
dangerous.
sexist. No, that's not right.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time,
You'll know more.
Know that. Let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay, I'm listening.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
But is it contingent on her leaving the cabin, or
metaphorical chicken or egg? Because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless,
okay.
You do your job and slay
Well.
her.
Okay, all right.
It's all part of the job.
Equal opportunity regicide. True. That's. I mean, you'll learn more on the debut day, but
you'll find the princess.
In general,
a warning.
Were he to go up against a tyrannical, that's the word, a tyrannical king, it's off with their heads. But if it's a tyrannical queen, he might hesitate for half a second.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Yeah.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Wait. Who else is here? Wait a minute. Huh? What? Is it the voice of the hero inside of my head? Gonna group together and just take the cabin with her inside it?
Entirely bare. The air is stale and musty.
That would be kind of funny.
The floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
There's a knife.
The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table.
Also, why am I fingy like
Perched
that?
on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement.
Ah.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You mean to tell me I came to this cabin without preparations?
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Okay. The music has stopped. The mouse cursor's holding the knife now. Great. Ooh. Okay, alright. Yeah.
The door to the basement creaks
Good,
open,
nice.
revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I don't like you putting words in my mouth here.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
I did get that vibe,
Don't let it
actually.
fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay. We do not speak.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Not
You
the
walk down the
booba.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
This looks
There's
familiar.
a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Why do you know that already? Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
Mayhap.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
You're about to get speech checked? I sure am. She rolls deception, I roll insight. I'm not dropping the knife.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Her entire demeanor just changed.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Okay, that is not the kind of thing that you should say to a man in my position.
As you steel your resolve.
Don't make me get my dice. I think mine are with arms
I'm
reach,
probably
yeah.
chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yeah.
So,
And?
you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I'm not dropping the blade. Can't believe Twitch doesn't have a slash roll. I can set
Then
one
I'm not
up in,
talking to you.
I can make an exclamation point roll. I'd have to make one though. Alright, it's time. I've made my choice.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Oh shit, it's because I hesitated. Why am I fingernails like
A
that?
moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Oh, she hit me with the Baki brain shaker.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding
Holy
on
shit, you
bone
suck.
where
Hey!
your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock
yeah,
of that first
yeah, it hurt.
strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
Can't believe she
Your blade
broke my
slashes
jaw.
through the air
Oh,
again
fuck.
and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Alright, damn.
We can still turn this around.
This is, yes, we can. This is true. What is going on? Am I some kind of reptilian creature? What am I looking at here? The knife is bloody now. The knife is bloody. Kobold ass hands. True. Yeah. Yeah. That's weird.
You and the princess stare at each other. Both
Look at
gasping
yeah.
for
Ugh.
breath, equally
And it's like feathery. What am
You
I?
probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
Okay, well, you ain't gotta do me like
Do
that.
you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess
Oh my
doesn't
god,
do
she
what
kicked the
friendly
shit out of me.
internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh, I'm dying.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
Oh,
this was fun.
The princess gasps.
yeah.
Her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You've put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Well,
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
okay then. I don't even have a chance to respond. Chapter 2, The Adversary. How is there a Chapter 2 if I'm... Wait a minute.
And at the end of that path is a cabin.
3 out of 10, I don't get the hype.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright. No fucking around this time.
Warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Nah, I got you.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all.
The voice
Not
of
that
the
it
stubborn.
matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that?
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Okay.
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
The voices won't stop. The voices, the voices, the voices.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest.
Oh.
Its cold
It's
stone
made of
walls press in
stone.
on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your
I like
implement.
that. I like this.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Oh, I didn't even notice the mirror on the wall, actually.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without
Let's
a
not
weapon.
address it. Let's not address it. The narrator doesn't think it's important. It's probably not important, right? It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Why is
The
it
door
gone?
to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase. Its walls pressing
Oh,
on your sides
I
and
love
tightening
the
as you descend.
cave-like aesthetic.
The air seeping from below.
Now we'll never
is
see the
heavy
secret
and
ending. I don't know about
oppressive,
that.
with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger?
Oh.
Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Oh.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper.
What do you mean last
almost
time?
Threatening.
Wait, the hero's back?
Sounds like my kind of princess.
We've got
a lot of...
Just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head.
Oh, wait, hold on.
You're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
We've got 4 different voices in my head right now. The narrator, the hero, the stubborn, and Gilgamesh who just farted. Wait, this is... Oh, this is gonna become overwhelming pretty quick. Alright, let's go.
As you descend
Oh,
the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Now, I didn't say anything, but, I don't think I need to say anything.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Back,
You
foul
brought your
demon!
little knife too. Yes.
Ye-
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first. Like how we're both still alive. I
Good. With a single
Get in there!
thrust, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
This is not gonna go well, is it?
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
This is a losing matchup. It sure is.
Steel flesh give way
Oh,
when a sudden
fuck.
impact blunts your momentum. Your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm.
Oh my god, that's so badass.
Guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle. No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
I don't
We're not
think
gonna
enough
win
of
if
the
the
knife
weapon's
is...
stuck in her arm.
Yeah, I don't think enough of the knife is sticking out the other side.
You pull back on the blade's hilt, doing your best to free it from its sinewed prison. But as you tug the blade free, the princess slams you down onto her knee.
Ow!
It collides with your ribs,
Oh!
a splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact.
Oh,
And you find
fuck!
yourself in midair, effortlessly tossed across the room. You hit the floor. Your
Oh,
ribs pain
shit.
painfully, but you can feel the hilt in your grip. You still have your weapon. You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing
This is
out
not going well.
and the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation.
Ow,
each impact
fuck.
threatening to be the last.
Each impact breaking another rib.
This weak
What are
little
you talking about? This is
dance
exactly
work.
what I wanted. Oh yeah, that's true.
Cover up.
This is...
Overpower her.
This is exactly what
She's
you wanted.
throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Yeah, I should say so.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
Huh?
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head.
Oh shit, she's going to skull explode us.
How disappointing.
No, wait, stop.
She squeezes,
Ah!
the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull, and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter. Everything goes dark, and you die.
How did I fuck this up twice in a row? Lucky for me, I don't have a brain.
You're on a path.
You see any bones in
If you weren't
here?
so damned afraid of what she did
Nothing.
to you, we wouldn't have died back there. Fear
We...
is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
I
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner?
feel like I don't even need to be here, actually.
It suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping?
Nothing but hot air, true.
Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning?
Then,
Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met.
wait, hold on. That's crazy.
What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here, and if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen.
The narrator's not in on it? That's fucking
Matter.
wild.
Could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the
This
case
is
and see
so
this through.
interesting.
It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you. Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that.
Sure, okay.
There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here.
Sure, I
I
guess.
haven't signed off on anything yet. Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin.
Right.
It's
Allegedly.
all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say. Not for me.
We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. I wouldn't even call it these woods. It's like her influence has poured out into the world. What if I don't agree with the plan? What if I'd rather do something else? No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through.
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further.
Yeah, okay, I guess.
She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too? Because they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
My brain is cooking.
It isn't long
It's supposed
before
to be
you
a
find
place of
yourself
fun.
At the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament. No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind.
You know what? Fair enough.
I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now.
I could use a little catharsis.
I wouldn't.
Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us. Something to do.
Clay, thank you so much for the resub for 2 months. How does Call a Brain taste? What? What do you mean by that? Joke's on you, I ain't got a brain. All just rubber and hot air. I'm like a balloon. Anyway, this is very ominous. Whipped cream. You said your brain is cooking. I guess that's pretty true. You ever eaten helium? I don't think you can eat helium. I don't think it works that way.
The interior of the cabin is suffocating
Ugh.
light. More of a glorified tunnel than a
The
building.
mirror.
Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. See? We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there. Take it. A mirror.
There's no way forward.
There is no mirror. There's the iron altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There's no door, Mr. Narrator.
There isn't a door. There is.
There isn't, though.
Circles, all of it circles. There's something for us at the end of the room. The what and the why don't matter until we know them.
One of you is tripping. True.
I agree with the freak. Let's get a move on already. And worst comes to worst, we can smash it.
Alright.
Take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I'm spooked.
There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any.
I wouldn't call it a steel claw, but sure. Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement.
It's not a door, Mr. Narrator.
Before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door's right there. It's right in front of you.
Mr. Narrator, I'm not fucking with you.
Why don't we wipe it clean?
Smash it!
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement.
Oh,
It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals
okay.
the dim path ahead. Before you
That
is what may as well be a
made
sheer
me
cliff
uncomfortable.
face.
Oh, shit.
There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air
Okay.
hits from below.
There's no stairs
Like
anymore.
the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Stop saying that.
Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goda.
She's gonna be even
rile her
bigger
up.
and
If she's
angrier, isn't
angry,
she?
She'll make mistakes.
If you want to fight, how about you come and get one?
That's not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember?
Hey,
How
yo.
about you come down here and fight me?
Kijin, hi. Thank you for following.
Make her boil over and forget her
Welcome,
metal
welcome.
bindings.
We're
Fine by me.
we're a little ways into. I can't properly explain what's happening right now.
You've nowhere to go but down.
I
You
can't
start
even.
the difficult
Oh,
journey,
that.
gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot.
This is yeah. It is. Yeah.
There is
It's.
solid ground beneath you.
You could call it a point-and-click adventure, but it is more of a visual novel yet.
Will need to be faster than her.
This is our third
You turn
cycle.
to face the grins back at you from the darkness. Her face widens into a broad grin.
I love a woman who
There
can
you
kick my
are,
ass.
knife.
Fuck, go back.
How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh, break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
I don't think I'm in anymore. I think I'm out. That's a little bit. That's a little.
Make her come to us. Stand beyond
A
her.
little, a
chains,
little extreme.
let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run. I really don't like the sound of this. It's the only way we live.
Just give her a hug. It'll be fine. It'll be
What are you waiting
fine.
for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do.
I don't like the way you said that.
So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Um. She's becoming a dragon. If I people want to seem to have it best, we need somewhere with more space. Why don't you want to be free? Why do you insist on fighting me to the death down here in the dark? I don't know if that's what I want to do.
This again? What does free even mean? Here and there, none of that matters. I'm always in a body. I'm always in one place.
That's an interesting
Why
way
do
of
you act
looking
like
at
you
it.
know me better than I know myself? I had what I wanted. I had something perfect and it ended. And now that it's gone, you just keep dangling it in front of me. It's more than teasing. It's cruel. It's cowardly. It's selfish. I know what I want, and I'm sick of waiting.
She's scary. She's very okay. Well, it's
The
happening.
princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap.
It's time to leave. It's time to leave.
Run.
Run!
Without hesitation, you turn back.
I clamber back up the rock wall.
Towards the tunnel entrance. Top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back.
Thighs. Don't
Princess
stop.
is
Wait.
right on your heels.
Wait. Hold on. This is now is not the
All
time.
You do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Up into the tunnel. The cabin door finally in sight. At once within your grasp.
What happened to the mirror?
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same? Little bird, little bird.
I am not a
Where
bird.
do you think you're going?
I am a wolf.
We're almost there.
And a proud one at that. I wonder if the other routes made any more sense than this. You know.
Take the fight with us.
I don't know.
Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. You glance back.
Oh my God, she's fucking huge.
Her desire to destroy you explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
There is no way we're winning this.
Left to slow me down. Do you
She
think
kicked
this
our
is
ass when
better
she was
for
a
you?
normal
Do
human
you
girl.
think this space gives you an edge?
She's a fucking dinosaur now. We lose.
Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
Do it. Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
Ultra instinct. You've fallen right into my trap. Do not speak. When it's time for fighting, you fight.
You leap from the grass and
Lie.
princess, keeping low.
Shut up.
Charging me head on. Brave and foolish.
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash. That's where you're both wrong. Left now.
Yeah. We weave around.
As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left.
And then we...
Stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly.
You are so going to die. No, it'll be fine. We've got this.
Before you can finish the
Shit.
sword, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again.
The leg.
Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean.
Ow.
You feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch.
We're fine. It's fine.
Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned.
Thank you,
We're actually
narrator.
gonna pull this off, aren't we?
Don't stop it.
You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally. This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is
I'm gonna put another hole in your heart.
I've been missing. This is how it always
With
needs
this
to
knife.
end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other.
Oh my God.
She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you
Yeah,
fall into
dex
your lethal
build.
dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady.
She's going to bleed out and die.
Keep going, we can't stop now. You spy an opening.
Okay, I feel like we didn't need to do that at... Oh,
She lets you sink
okay.
the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms.
I am sure to win. My speed is superior. I'm like a Charizard.
Nothing. These blows are nothing to us.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that.
But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
We did it! I thought for sure this was a fight we were going to lose.
You've outplayed me, haven't you?
Yeah.
Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happens?
Excuse me? But you do not have the chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. Approach the mirror.
Don't do this.
I don't know who you are. I thought you were me, but we've gotta look at it. You approach the mirror. When did we enter ReZero? I don't know, man. Shit is going crazy.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Does it?
That thing reeks of death.
Does it?
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
The voices feel small, distant, as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Oh! It's you! I am a creature. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cat. I don't like what's happening. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Don't be poetic. What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
Okay, I think I understand a little bit more. We're 2-1 and different things have happened every loop. True. Yeah, I don't know what is happening. I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me.
Yeah?
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
I think I understand. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Cute.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
I think we're inside the fourth wall right now.
This vessel is a creature of perception.
Like, we're not breaking it, but we're, like, aware of it.
If only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay, what I'm what I think I'm understanding is that she is the princess in as much as she is the concept of the princess in the story. But the story could go any number of ways, which is why things kept changing in the loop. And that's represented by all the hands. Each hand is a branch, each path, each story. The game starts talking past the character towards the player, I will be unhappy. Well, it kind of already did that. The voice of the hero tried to stop me from approaching the mirror. So, like, we're all distinct entities. Myself as the player included, or at least as the selector. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
Okay.
I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
So a vague 51%. Gotcha. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Alright, sure. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished. Dry. Hollow.
We don't have to be dry. Okay.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
She,
You won't.
but not... Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1, the hero and the princess.
And at the end of that path is a cabin.
The real Slay the Princess starts here, was the achievement I just got.
Princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright, well, let's not fuck it up this time. Note, you can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting Tab on your keyboard, or R1 on your controller. Mayhaps I will do just that.
You make your way up the shore.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from.
Enter the basement. It's stabbing time.
The door to the.
Continue down the stairs.
Still listening to reason.
Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
This knife I have.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
It's time.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
GG easy. No re.
Oh. This is it. I'm almost embarrassed.
I accidentally
I should have
double-clicked.
seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Yes?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, She entirely
as I lie
believes
dying.
herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
I don't think so. I feel like she has to have some other kind of trick up her sleeve.
Over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there.
Not a lot of room to hide stuff up there. Could be a
We should
small
make
knife,
sure.
but
What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
I
I really don't think you should do that. And why?
why?
should we? Is there something you're not telling us?
Narrator.
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is...
Yeah, but you haven't in the past.
Your blade pierced her heart.
If you even
There's no
remember
coming
that,
back from
which I know
that.
you don't, which I presume that you don't because you told us that you didn't. You're right, she's dead. Let's just get out of here.
Exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Well, functionally, we've just committed murder,
You
so...
did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you
Whoopsie.
if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Yeah.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
Oh.
Instead, what you find is nothing at all.
Oh.
Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring
The
blur.
princess will
You've never
end
been
the
happier.
world.
Psst.
Eventually.
We're not just gonna stay here
As
forever,
all
right?
things end. As they are destined to. I don't know. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here? See, we're the hero and us. We are two different things. This is so interesting.
I do, but you're probably not going to like it. The
I
blade. We can
okay.
use
That's
the
what I was
blade
afraid
to
you were
get
gonna
out of
say.
this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you know?
Yeah.
There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
Right.
Don't you dare.
I'm going. You can't stop me. Let's go.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you.
It's
Is
not.
that not a good enough reward for saving the world?
It's
An
not.
eternity of bliss?
It's not.
You ingrate.
Shut up.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
And
The princess's
oh
body is
wow,
dust and
okay,
bones,
we've been here
but the
for
blade
some
used to
time,
slay
haven't we?
her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Nice.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Epic!
The
Let's
end.
go!
Nice note.
Let's go! We did it!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path,
We've successfully
is a
killed
cabin.
ourselves in Slay the
And
Princess.
in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking
Bro is playing
about?
as
Just
Ganon.
met for the first
I
time.
yeah, I
Doesn't
can't
remember what happened, then
confirm
maybe it's
that we
best to
aren't.
keep it that way. That's fine.
Alright.
It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Voice of the cold.
Well, if for whatever reason you
So
had
as I
six
suspected, we
pieces
start
of hand
out with
before,
us,
at least
the
your
narrator,
heart's
and the
in
voice of
good
the
case.
hero, and depending on the route we choose, we get other characters, quote unquote. Like we had the Hunted, because we got our ass kicked, and then we had the Stubborn, because we hesitated. And now we've got the Cold, because we didn't hesitate, and then killed ourselves to escape the nothingness of anyway. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
More than the second, but go on.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No.
Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to.
I'm confused how hesitating before killing her the first time changed so much. Yeah, that's so that's a real butterfly effect.
Then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you.
I don't believe you.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Well, they, by your own admission, they seemingly had no consequences.
We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself?
No.
Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Possibly.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Ooh.
It doesn't matter.
I feel like future
You didn't
Trunks.
fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying. Just stay focused, will you?
I like the way he thinks. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
If anything, the world ended after I slew her. When I tried to leave, everything was gone. Last time around, I stabbed her in the heart and she died. How can someone like that end the world? Who locked her in that basement? What is this place? We can go with this one.
Point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe
Yeah.
slaying the princess was what ended the world. not
Yeah.
the other way around. Yes. Maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world. And now we get to go through the whole charade again.
Charade.
Aware of what's waiting for us at the end. But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. We did kill her, after all. You're going to find her in the cabin.
If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't be here.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a load of nonsense. You'll get your happy ending. I promise.
See, that's what I'm afraid of.
Exactly what we're afraid of.
Okay, alright. You didn't have to do that to me.
Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you. Oh well.
My friends are my
Kage!
I'm theirs!
The cabin awaits.
Kage, welcome! Welcome, Raiders. My name is Conla Redleaf, aka Conla the Kingslayer. I used to be a Wolfboy warrior before I was defeated and captured and transformed into the orbacular being you see before you. Today we're playing Slay the Princess, and buckle up. Shit has already happened. Spoilers. We got some time shenanigans happening. You know, wonder whether or not slaying the princess is the actual objective of the game. Or maybe we slay the meta version of the princess, the very concept of princesses. And maybe slay is a metaphor for also some thighs. Yeah, some thighs happened. Some real man crushers happened. Anyway, thank you, Kage, for the raid. If you gotta take a break, grab a bite to eat, anything like that, don't let me hold you up. But if you're sticking around, oh, it's sure to be a time. I think the narrator's a bastard man. I'm inclined to agree with you. He does seem relatively, like, not aware, but, like, he could be lying. Last time around, I stabbed her in the heart and she died. How can someone like that end the world?
She just can. You'll have to trust that what I'm saying is true.
I don't trust you, and that's the problem. Who locked her in that basement?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
I don't like you. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me? You're being very cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. This is boring. He's clearly not interested in talking. So let's just do as he says. And maybe he'll stop bothering us.
No, I don't. If people locked her away, then why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this.
He's
Call it
trying
a
to
prophecy,
butter
if that
me up.
helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Don't listen to him.
Of course we're special.
Don't listen to him. That's all.
Right. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
No.
Oh, do you think there's something else out there? All right.
I'm out of here.
Let's see what we can find.
Screw you, narrator.
It's bound to be more interesting than doing the same thing over again.
See, my thoughts
Seriously?
exactly.
You're just going to turn around and leave?
Gonna
Do you even
BRB.
know
Yeah.
where you're going?
Us too. Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Woo! Yeah!
Strange.
No.
looks like this path
Okay.
also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all. Oh, How quaint. He really wants us
I
to
want
go
to
in,
turn around
doesn't he?
a second time. Turn around again and leave again.
You're
Thank you, game.
wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Thank you, game.
Remarkably selfish.
Thank you, game, for adapting to my
When you outline
needs.
The stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I don't trust you. I've seen Forever.
Turn around and
I don't want it.
down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Oh. We've escaped. We got away from...
What's going on? Where are we?
We... Oh, it's happening
I
again.
don't know. But it feels like home.
This guy sounds like the crestfallen knight from Dark Souls. The voice of the cold. The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothing. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Memory returns. That's interesting. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. Nothing. Okay! Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Confusion. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to use. It is useless to us if it doesn't bring more gifts. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path...
I don't know about you guys, I think we gotta slay the princess a couple
in the
more
basement
times.
of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
I think we might have an idea of who does. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
I feel like you would know that, considering you know that I'm one of the only people capable of this. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
No. All right, let's do it.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, let's knock her off. I said off. I said off. Let's knock her off, as in slay her,
Find the
not.
princess within.
Don't.
A warning before you
Don't.
go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, voice of the hero. If only you had some memories. I don't think you
The
do.
interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
I think I broke
The
it.
air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of
Wait, what
note
happened? What do you mean,
is
what
a
happened?
plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Did you not go? Yeah, we turned around and then we disappeared. And then the voices, the powers that be said no, and now we're back. We're leaving the knife.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing
There's
a
one route gone.
staircase
Wait, what?
faintly illuminated by an
For
unseen
good.
light
Wait, what?
in the room
What do you
below.
mean?
This
Huh?
is
What?
an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Oh God.
If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
It's just gonna be vague
You're
as fuck.
playing a
I
dangerous
love
game
that.
by coming here unarmed.
Love that. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Don't mind if I do. I don't know
You
what's
walk
happening. I
down
don't know
the
what I'm doing.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
I'm not sure what I'm doing.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
What is your
You
name?
can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
You
Is
don't have a
Princess
name?
her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Nah, I'm with the hero on this one. That's funny as hell. So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
I'm gonna keep pressing her about this.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten.
Her name is clearly the.
Everyone has
First
a
name the, last name Princess.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs.
That is
get the
suspect.
blade, and slay her before it's too late.
I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. But I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
How long?
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
No. I know precious little. That's why we're having this conversation. Which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous.
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
I still have a few more questions.
There's going to be plenty of time to chat after I'm free, but okay. What do you want to know?
We've got plenty of time right now. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation.
Alright. Okay.
Alright.
Don't be fucking cheeky with me.
To trust whatever she comes up with.
If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
How long have you been down here?
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree
Rats!
with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Strangle her with the chains? I don't know if that's an option. The knife seems to be an integral part of the ritual we have going on here. I'm gonna keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Thank you.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Well, you haven't been eating anything, so
Leaving
that's
her
suspicious.
alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she
Gonna
will
riz her
find
to
a way
death?
out.
Now, wait a
So,
minute.
I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or
Well,
another,
I liked it.
I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Oh,
But if you
that's
don't,
an interesting change of
I can
demeanor.
promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Retrieve the blade.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
It's too late, isn't it?
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. Fine, turn your back on me, but it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Oh, I'm not
Slip
leaving
these
you.
chains. She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
I don't either.
She has to be bluffing, but hurry. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
Yeah.
Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed...
Now, how did she do that?
...chained to the wall, and she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me, or did this room get a lot bigger? Your
Let's finish
eyes
this.
dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
Turn around! Close the door behind
You
you.
close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Or maybe we're trapped down here now. I'll wait.
Oh, do you want to play a waiting game? I've been down here a long, long time. I'm very good at waiting.
You do your best to patiently wait her out. But eventually, exhaustion starts to set in. Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here.
You're right.
You step into the shadows.
God,
Too late
fuck.
to hear the quiet patter of feet against the basement floor, followed by the taut pull and sharp pain of tearing flesh as the princess lunges into you from behind and drags you to the floor.
Well,
The ferocity
oh,
of the
God.
waves, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade.
She's fucking clawing me apart.
Your one last means of defense lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Damn it.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Great. The Beast. That's different.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
At this point, I trust neither one of you.
Lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
The hunted is back.
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
Smell.
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
So does the hero not remember what just happened?
Maybe.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated.
The mirror is
It feels
back.
like no one has lived here for a long time. Wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. What a strange
the view
thing to
askew.
lie about. Maybe he
Yeah,
doesn't see
we're a little rickety. Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done? You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I'm struggling with myself here. It's fine.
Creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
Ah.
I can smell you.
Okay, yeah, that's about what I was expecting.
Feral, impatient, or maybe eager.
I'm pretty
You
spooked.
carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the earth floor of a starlit pit. The
Is that a
walls are
fucking
obscured
lion?
by
Hello?
impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
Yeah, are you... okay,
You see
well...
only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess.
I think she has transcended
She is
just a
certainly
princess.
Not just a princess. You're not helping. It
Papa.
doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does.
That's fair.
Her shining eyes appear between the leaves.
Oh, fuck.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't
I'm
save
some sort
you
of
from
bird
me.
creature.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Move.
You lunge to the side,
Ah, fuck!
direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess.
Shit.
In an instant,
I
she's pounced where you would have
I
been, her
don't
tail
like
whirling
that.
across the
Oh, I
floor.
don't like that.
You
Ew.
can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows.
Oh, she's
You
grotesque.
still feel her gaze on you.
She's like a
You're
sphinx.
faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs. So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
What we came here to do. She's like those failed dragons in Dark Souls 3. Ugh. And back, how's it going? About this well.
Oh, for the love of... You've given up the game. Great. All that will do is hasten her victory.
So many useless thoughts run through your head. Thinking. You'll never hurt me if you keep thinking.
You're right. I have to use my wolf instinct. Why are all of these options either talk or run for the stairs? No. Take that knife and jam it down her throat. Awful violent. You're deflecting.
And you bear your weakness to the world.
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive, if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
That's what I'm saying. Wait for her to strike and hit her back. Oh, how exactly are we supposed to take back the momentum here?
We have the blade. I assume all she has are nails and teeth.
Probably more like claws and
The
fangs.
steel claw is small and she is large. It's dangerous to fight back. It should only be a last resort.
One cannot win through defense alone. To win, you must
It
attack.
isn't going to work. We're in her domain. We just have to stay alive. If we keep dodging her forever, we're going to get tired. We're going to slip up. We have to take a risk. As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, you tighten your grip on the blade and lash out. Both it strikes, cutting deep, and the princess loses her focus, crying out in pained surprise as she crashes into you. You're sent sprawling, and can already feel the massive bruise blossoming on your ribs as she scrambles.
Why is it always the ribs?
Look at that. We wounded
She's
her.
got a single horse. She's a unicorn. Look at her. Look at her.
That hurt.
Oh, actually, it looks like she's got 2 more, but they broke.
Or could you be a rival?
She rears back, then leaps at you,
Oh,
more forceful,
God.
more ferocious, more serious.
Ugh.
The scuffle is brief, and though you inflict a few deep wounds, you find yourself quickly overwhelmed by her savagery. You collapse to the floor, and she wastes no time before pouncing on you in a flurry of blows and blood, your nerves barely able
They did a
to
good job with
the
the sound.
By the end, you're lying in a nest of your own intestines.
Look, I've got feathers.
Blood rapidly draining
It's
out
my
of
feathers
your
all
jaws.
over. I'm some sort of bird creature.
The princess, drenched in both her blood and yours, idly prods your body.
No, that's it then. Cornered animal it was.
Man,
Do better next time.
hey, fuck you.
Still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
Huh?
We're not
What?
dead, But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, yeah. Chapter 3, The Den.
You're on a path
Oh.
in the
Yeah, we are. And this time we're not gonna run until we die. We're taking her head on and we're winning.
Yeah.
You
The,
felt her. She didn't have a soft underbelly. She didn't have blind spots. What could we have done that would have saved us from her hunger?
When someone tries to make you
We're in
dead,
the jungle.
you have to hit them back.
The
You
mighty
have to
jungle.
Show them your authority.
Where the
There's
princess
nothing
is
worse than a
presumably
bully that thinks
definitely
they are.
not sleeping tonight.
Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done.
So you believe us now.
Oh, shut up. It bodes fine. You're the reason we're stuck in this shit situation. Now I have to do the hard work of dragging us out.
And how do you intend to do that?
We're going to fight her, and we're going to win. There's a reason she slinks around in the shadows.
Thank you for the headpads.
Well, no complaints here. Now hold on. We're not just gonna let the fact that he knows things about this whole Lupin situation go.
Capital He, capital H on the he, capital.
He's not important. He can have his secrets for all I care.
That's suspect.
She's killed us twice now, and that's enough of a reason for us to want her dead.
Yeah. Okay, what's the
Like I
plan?
said, we're going to fight her.
She's only grown more powerful. How are we need a plan. We can't go in.
Know how big she is. We just
We
know she
do.
wants us to
I
think
think
she
we can. I think we do.
And if she's going to treat us like prey,
Romance?
she's underestimating us. One good wallop. That's all we need to put her on.
I
the
don't think
defensive.
I want to romance the lion creature, the panther, the fucking sphinx or whatever that whatever she is now. I'm not. No. You're trying to trick me. You're trying to trick me into being a furry, and I will not succumb to the allegations. The path is different than it was before.
Ground is ground. It doesn't matter what shape it takes. We'll adapt. If it looks different, that's because the situation has started to spiral out of everyone's control. So please,
All due
disavow
respect,
yourself
you
of
were
the
a
notion
wolf.
that you can just
Yeah.
come back here and fix this place if you manage to make a mess.
I'm not sure. I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Another world in ruin.
I'm less wolf than she is, whatever she is right now.
Though, as evidenced by you dying twice, it's safe to assume the fates of the worlds you've left behind don't concern you very much.
The worlds we left behind.
Consider this your last opportunity to make things right.
So
For you
it is
and for the rest
alternate
of
universes.
existence, but especially for you.
We don't need your pep talk. I'll make sure we pull this off.
Yeah, I'm like 50-50. She's like 90-10 at this point. What do you know that you're not telling me?
I've told you as much as I can without putting you at a disadvantage.
Then put me at a disadvantage.
If anything, I've told you too much. Like that grumbling voice said just a moment ago, you've already died by her hands twice. You shouldn't need much else in the way of motivation.
That's fair.
You make your way down to the cabin. Your fated confrontation awaits. You know what to do.
We've already been over the plan.
I'm not sure that use violence counts as a plan.
I agree.
It's a better plan than you had last time.
This is deep jungle from Kingdom Hearts 1. This is what we're looking at right now.
The interior is dark.
Oh my god, bro.
And brush obscure so much of
It's
the
the
face
mirror
that
again.
If you had seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump, a pristine blade.
I don't see any knots on
embedded
that
in
stump.
its exposed rings. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Take it. We're not fighting a monster without a blade.
I agree.
It's not a very big one.
Better to have something in hand than nothing.
And it's where the door is supposed to be.
Okay, you remember the mirror.
What are you talking about? There is no mirror. It's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement. He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us.
If that mirror's
No.
blocking our way, just smash it and be
The
done
mirror
with it.
is the truth.
Yes, take the steel claw. You pull the blade from the stump, gripping it tight. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Good. One step closer to ending this.
You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair.
You heard him. Stop hesitating and smash that antique.
No, we tried smashing it already.
That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else.
Yeah, the place we've been to.
It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination.
2 or 3 times
Like
at
you
this
said,
point.
you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually. It's so grimy. Maybe we can wipe it clean and finally get a look at ourselves.
Well, I mean, we did that already too. But if we touch it gently...
You reach forward and wave your hand over the open hole.
that's what I thought.
See? Nothing. Tricks of the eye. No one sense can be trusted on its own. You step forward.
I'll have to be sure and remember that.
If there were once stairs leading into the
my
basement,
God.
there is nothing left to attest to their existence now.
It's just
There
a
is only
cave.
a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend. It smells of mold and decay.
Into the lion's
The damp
den.
walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Will you fuck off with that line?
Forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs. No entity threatens violence or pleads for safety.
Oh, she's like 100% an animal now, huh?
Don't give her a sound.
That's not good.
You say nothing, maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole.
I can't see
There is
shit,
no
Captain.
light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed.
Doesn't matter if we can't see down here. We know where she is.
Vaguely.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness.
I'm scared. I'm spooked. I'm scared.
Ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement. There, she's about to strike.
Yeah, hold that knife out in front of you. Oh God, the Chimera!
The princess erupts from the shadows. Your quick react, swinging your blade, its tip intercepting her before she can draw first blood. She recoils, stunned for a brief moment.
Die, you vile creature! Oh God, oh.
To assert our might, we needed to prove to her that she can bleed too.
We've left the uncanny. We've left the uncanny valley, so
even more ferocity than before. But that
I'm a little more chill with this design.
Within that ferocity, there is also hesitation. Not much, but enough.
You got 6 legs,
Word is spoken between you and the princess
wings,
as you exchange
horns,
in the dark.
horns that are sprouting. That might be antlers.
Fangs, the flash of wet steel. In the pit, all of your senses are heightened, each injury stinging like a chorus of insects, each small shift in your favor a major victory that swells your heart.
Yeah.
All reaches a climax. And...
But he doesn't respond. Eyes glance at you from the untextured threads of a world unraveled. Am I free? They ask. I fucking swallowed her up again. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay, just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. That thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
It's the end for you, but not for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Death. Real death.
Screw that. This can't be the end. It just can't.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. What do you mean I've grown? Okay. You are at the cabin.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed? I do not like this form you have taken. It is vaguely angelic, though, so there's that.
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel
A
gives
biblically
fresh
accurate
and
princess.
carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are
Orchestra, my beloved. It is.
for me.
That is very
I
nice.
never fully leave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Okay, bitch.
The vessels you choose to
Fucking.
bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Oh, all right. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
So it's a progression of loops. Unless I try my best to do exactly the same thing that I did before, which is to coldly slay the princess, to do exactly what I was told. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is consumed by instinct. A predator pushing those around her to adapt. She will make for a bold heart. She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself. But she is only a voice.
Only a voice, not unlike the voices that we hear. I'm ready to go back.
I like your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Ow! Does that have to be so abrupt?
You're on a path in the
You're
woods.
the only one who can kill the princess
And at the
because
end
you
of
are
that
her
path
kin.
is
No,
a cabin.
we, as
In
well
the
as the
basement of that
princess,
cabin
transcend
is a
the
princess.
story
You're
in
here
some
to
way
slay her.
that remains
If
yet
you don't,
unclear.
It will be the end of the world.
Alright.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
Transcend the story. No, yeah,
She will
but
lie, she will cheat.
she's
She
not
will
like...
do everything
She's
in her
not the
power to
princess,
stop you from
and I
slaying
don't
her.
think that we need to slay her.
Believe a word she says.
She
You're
is
gonna
the
go through.
idea of the
She's a
princess.
princess. We're supposed to
And
save
we
princesses,
need
not
to-
slay them.
Something.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
And why am I a bird? I don't understand.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty.
No.
and
Take the
you
blade.
Take the blade from
Enter the basement.
the door to the basement creaks open.
Princess has feathers too. She does? I never noticed. That one had feathers because it was like a weird chimera thing. Did she have feathers the first time? Yeah, the what would we call that? The demon form She did have a tail with, like, reptilian features, I guess. Digitigrade legs and all that.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Shut up.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yes.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then?
No.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Why can't I pick this one? I really can't do anything I've already done. Click it harder. Damn it. Watch yourself out. Well, I didn't know! Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, shit up. Fuck. Oh, shit. Fuck.
It's over. Don't get all worked up.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
I really don't think you should do that.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
We did do this one already, didn't we? We just didn't get to the end of it.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt.
I've got a bloody dagger now.
As you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
Huh?
What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Quick, let's get out of here.
Okay.
It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye.
No, but hang on, because where did you get that?
I guess we're even now. See you around.
Yeah, whatever.
It was so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter.
This is like the Stanley Parable, but instead of comedy, it's going for existential dread. Yeah, I think so.
And you die.
She kept it after you killed her and left it in her. But that didn't happen.
You're on a path in the
I mean, it
woods.
did, but like on a previous...
At the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
I'm getting tangled up in the narrative and meta-narrative. I can't... Somebody add mind break to the stream tags. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
It couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
The cheated.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Narrator. Damn, bitch, you live like this? No, we die like this, actually.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Precariously, I might add. It's okay, Trish, you'll be free in 30 seconds or less. Everything looked the same on the outside. Are you free? You should be gloriously free. We, however, are still trapped in this endless cycle of violence. Much like Snake.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to
Monster House? It do kind of feel like Monster House. We take the blade.
It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
We've added some piano.
In our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Yeah. The crooked door.
The door to the basement
and the
creaks
crooked
open,
stairs.
revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Buh.
Scraping? She's not even trying to hide her knife. It's like
the clown princess? What? Huh?
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us.
Will you shut up?
Have to put on an act this time. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
You did your hair.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
No. This is an anglerfish.
Are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Something like that. There's a lot of options here. But I want to slay her.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win.
Yeah,
we
just fucking
now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second. But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat.
Okay, well...
Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, at first.
Yeah?
Then yours.
Oh.
How?
Yeah.
What did she even hit us with?
She didn't.
You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the red,
hello?
Thigh, where the blade
oh my god, that's fucked. That's a lot of...
In her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
Bullshit.
What?
Bullshit.
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch,
What in the Five Nights at Freddy's?
everything goes dark, and you die.
The arms race? Wait, hold on.
In the woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Yeah.
The interior of the cabin is
What?
a constricting mess of curved
You could just do that?
metal pushing you
We
towards.
could just do that
Excuse me? What did
the
I
whole
do?
time?
What did you just do? I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Could you?
The circle's
Where
getting
else could you
smaller
take
and
us?
Smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Good. It's better that way. Without a fight, no one can win. And if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning.
Why do we have so many voices?
So obviously you've already been here. How many times?
The cheater became a
This is
cheater?
our
Yeah.
third? No wonder.
Oh,
things
it's more than our third.
You do realize that every
If
time
you
fail,
only
she
knew.
escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction. Right?
An entire world, he said,
Right, that's too much responsibility.
implying he's aware of the existence of more.
Ah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only
We need to
furniture
pull the
around
Riz
is a
card.
metal table,
We-
a pristine blade perched.
We take it.
Somehow I don't think that's going to work,
Okay,
but
sure,
you know
take the
what?
blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be
It's
difficult
an
for
option, I
princess to say the word
guess.
without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
That's a fighting
That's very
spirit I'd like to
stubborn,
see.
alright.
We could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
But there is no door.
There isn't a door.
There
it's
is
just
the
that
mirror, once again.
There isn't a mirror. You messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I'm getting real sick of seeing this thing.
Coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Oh, mukatte kuru no ka. What? No, I wasn't gonna. I wanted to
You reach
Alright,
forward
whatever.
and place your hand
I
on
wanted
the
to
door to the basement.
smash it.
It creaks open.
I kind of care what we look like. What type of bird are we?
And the
A
mirror's
demented
gone.
one.
How surprising.
We're a fucked up bird. We got like hands and shit.
Just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less.
Scraw!
Time
Caca!
for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
I don't like that the music cut out just now. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Please tell me we're still holding the knife.
Your body tumbles onto the
So
basement floor, and
she's
the
so
form of the
sharp.
princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Okay, well, fair enough.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy.
I like an angular woman.
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Weekend Riz. I'm
Does survival
thinking talking it out is probably the way to go here.
We just need to find a way to win once.
No,
No bad has come of it
we don't.
yet. Plenty
Original
bad has
Lara
come of it.
Croft, yeah.
There's one entire world to ruin.
Sharp
People there
titties.
might. The past isn't real. There's only here.
PS1 Tifa.
Your internal
Ah.
whispering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The
She's
chain
a machine
falls to the floor.
that
She's
turns
loose.
me
She's
into
coming for you.
chopped meat.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Now, wait, now, hold on just a...
She's coming.
Hold,
It's not
please.
like it is.
Hold on just a second. Please wait. That's gross. That's... The flesh hanging... That is grotesque. I love that. I love that. That's so weird and gross. I'm going to try flirting.
Now,
I can't. I have to. I have to. I can't not.
Please don't try
Let's
romancing the
go.
princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her. Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
Damn girl, how sharp that pussy.
I'm into it. Can't say I mind either. It works for all the
I need to stop talking.
Can we flirt?
What the fuck
by
is wrong with
fighting
me?
her,
Get This game is not fucking real. my fucking chest hurts. Give her the look. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Crazy.
What the fuck? Oh my god. I don't. Fuck it, you know? Fuck it, right? Who cares?
The look. You've all used it. Yeah, do you not know about the look? The look, yeah. So we're getting serious about this.
This is some anime dialogue.
Princess, the look. And a rosy blush.
No
rises
shot.
into her
No
cheeks, a wide
way.
grin. Unbelievable.
What the fuck?
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
Oh, be damned. This is actually going
What
to work, isn't
the fuck? It's just the
Don't know what to
fucking
tell you,
Riz
but
meme
now we
face.
both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
Well, that's not all. There's also the double entendre of being impaled.
Blush still glowing in her cheeks. The princess closes the distance between you, blades flashing. She skewers you. Ow.
Ooh,
What
woo.
worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit.
Does this count as
That
pegging?
means she likes us. She's even said as much.
Voice
Ooh,
of
only one
the
us.
smitten.
I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
What's happening?
Don't like that we died without us knowing it. This
Oh.
really
Oh, did
blurs
she-
some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
More than 3.
This is 4.
Hug her or Kabedon. This is a Kabedon situation for sure.
To go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Her sharp ass teeth.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. We don't need any other voices chattering about in here.
Don't know about that.
Us. All we need is to keep fighting.
The voices.
My friends are my power.
Chewie! Well, let me pause the autoplay. Welcome in, hello! What a raid! Welcome in, raiders. My name is Conla Redleaf, aka Conla the Kingslayer. I used to be a wolf boy warrior before I was defeated and captured and transformed into the orbacular being you see before you. Today we are playing Slay the Princess, and I have fucked up pretty royally. I don't know what's happening anymore, but then we rizzed the Blade Lady, and we somehow died without dying. There is so much happening here that I cannot explain. If you don't know, you're probably not gonna know. But Chewie, thank you so much for the raid. You're always welcome here. If you gotta take care of some business after stream, grab a bite to eat, take a shower, stretch, do whatever. Don't let me hold you up. But for the raiders, if you're sticking around, well, get comfortable. I don't know what's happening anymore. The princess sure can slay, and she, boy did she. We rizzed her up, and then we got impaled. Wink, wink, wonk. Once again occurs to me that this model can't wink. It only has one eye blink, like, parameter. And it's been so long since I've tried to wink, and I forgot that happens. Gotta use the little gamer's room. Oh, you're playing Dead Space? Ooh, that's fun. I've never played it myself, nor the remake, but I've seen gameplay of it. I know what the deal is. I love space alien games. It's great.
We'll win her heart eventually.
Yeah, that's the goal, right? Is to bang the blade bot, which not the goal. We're gonna fight her again? No. We're gonna appeal to her authority? No. Playing the remake, first time with it? Okay, cool. Alright, not that I really have a frame of reference, but how does it hold up? The same? Better? Worse? She has swords for arms and we don't. We're paying. Remake is very good. Ooh. It made 0 money. Oof. All of these ideas suck. Visually stunning, just as atmospheric as the first one. Ooh, I love to hear that. Yeah. That's definitely good to hear. When a horror game especially like screws up the atmosphere or like changes the aesthetics so much that it's like it doesn't quite vibe the same way as the original, that's always a shame. I think a lot of people were scared about that with the Silent Hill remake, which I think, again, I didn't play the original Silent Hill 2, but from what I hear, the remake is done pretty well. It doesn't work, and she kills you again, and again, and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
None of this is worth.
The skeptic.
Think. She skewers you.
Right.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
I don't...
Then you skewer yourself.
Sure, yeah.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Huh. That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
The contrarian.
What's the point? 'Cause. It's all
The broken.
He skewers you.
No, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
I
It
don't.
doesn't matter how many times.
Are we trapped? Or did I fuck up? Are we stuck?
Okay, let's go again.
Just panic.
The Angel Lady's been collecting vessels, so I think more voices give you more power. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That the voices that we're hearing are similar to the vessels
That's not how this
of
works.
the princess in capitals. But
Okay, yeah.
this feels like a dead end. This feels like
She's going to kill
Drakengard
this
3.
body anyway. So stop feeling what it feels.
I feel like we already did.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. Right. One last time. That's all we need. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that.
I suppose we haven't.
She'll listen to reason.
I don't think she will.
She skewers you.
That's what I thought.
And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Yay! We made it out! We... Chapter 4. There's not supposed to be a fort.
Don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
There's not supposed to be a 4th chapter.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
So it is.
What if? Throw it out the window.
Fuck you.
Over my dead body.
Contrarian, I can't believe.
We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind.
Okay, Eeyore, go sit in the back.
Better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful.
Smitten, you go sit with him.
I'm sure I can think of a better way to die.
Oh my god, there are way too many voices now. There are way too many.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
Yeah.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
I'm with Cheated.
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
I'm with the Cheated, that's for sure.
We heroically stride through the door and towards our destined
Hey, what did I tell you? Go sit in the back with Eeyore.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs.
Only
it's more of a slide.
There's spikes, aren't they?
Fine. I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Fucking me too. I'm just watching a movie at this point.
Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
What up, girl? How
You
sharp
know,
them titties
this
be?
last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again?
Yeah.
I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
That's interesting.
But I guess we're not
Who do you
done.
think you are,
That's
Shiki
okay with
Tono?
me. It's good even. I like that.
That's a reference
I
for
had
those of you
something
who
ready
follow
for
the
you while you
stream.
were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm
You-
not going to wait for
I-
an answer.
Okay,
I'm just
well,
gonna show
that's
you.
yeah,
It's
that's kind of what I
worth it,
expected
though.
actually.
Just you wait, and not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you just all blades now? Are you just as sharp as? Okay, well, you don't have to be an ass about it.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now?
All right,
Well,
okay.
She says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. For all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really?
What's the new thing?
Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists.
Yeah, okay,
splitting
that's
red
about
ooze
what
of
I
raw
expected.
meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave
Gross.
of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls.
Well, I guess them titties are
In the
as
center
sharp as they could
is a
possibly
skeleton
get.
blade.
And that's the answer to my question. This is not anymore.
Cage of a chest.
Are you sure?
Are you ready?
I think Shiro Emiya would disagree.
Holy shit. She's gorgeous.
Oh my god, dude. What the fuck is happening?
Yes. Behold, the perfect woman.
The perfect woman?
We can throw her out the window. That looked...
She is the bone of her sword. No, no, no. I am the bone of her sword.
Heart's still beating. That's all she needs.
I'm not sticking it in there. That's not happening.
That's all. Just made up. She doesn't even have a...
No, her bones are literally swords.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
You're telling me.
Screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
What, you just gonna leave? This was your idea. Quiet!
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Stop talking. You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else. Hayai!
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again. You and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. I don't know if this was an expected vessel. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Approach the mirror. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. Oh. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction.
Yeah.
A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold.
Right.
To look at any one is to shift them all into something new. And to look away is to reshape them yet again.
Action and inaction.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse. Nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I don't think so. I just want it all to stop.
It will, in time. But you still have a ways to go before we are done. know that I hold no malice for you.
Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Perhaps. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and tells me new secrets.
Oh my god. How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you.
Alright, you got me there.
Like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
I notice the focus on hearts. Every time we've attempted to slay the princess, it's by stabbing her in the heart. Every time we've succeeded, it's by stabbing her in the heart. Every time she's commented on a new vessel, she speaks about its heart. The only flesh that remains on this vessel is the heart. You don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
I don't know how much more of this I can take.
You're on a path.
What else can I do?
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Forget it, I'm not doing this.
Serious? No, you have to do it.
Fuck. I don't know, man. I don't know.
The cabin.
I don't know what to do anymore.
Find the princess within.
I'm freaking out.
Before you go any further, she will.
I'm. How many more choices do I have?
The interior of the cabin. You take the blade.
Taking it. We're going.
The door to the base.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and
when you attack the entity? Because I assumed it would be futile, and also I didn't want to fight it again if it's sharp.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try.
Have you tried not being hostile yet? Yes, I have, and it didn't fucking get us anywhere.
And give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are
Shut up.
You go into this expecting to die. You're going to die.
No, I went in expecting not to die, and I still died.
A knife, and the two of us can be civilized with each other.
All right.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now.
Oh, that felt pretty ceremonious to me.
Talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine.
Sure.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here.
I don't know either.
There's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Yeah, maybe.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah. Well. Are you coming on to me? Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
I know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is an entirely different matter.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
Actually, it is. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
I was worried you were going to say something like that.
Settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
You're sure? Okay, we've talked enough. Good night, Clay. Get some good rest. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Yeah, I do. I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I can break these chains!
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess
It didn't
away
work.
down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Well, you never know. Gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
That just leaves the knife.
Is someone else here? You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Shut up.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Sure did.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Alright.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Against your better
Ugh.
judgment,
Not
place
with
the
your
blade
big
against
ol'
the
eyes.
princess's arm,
Stop.
just
That's.
above the waist,
Oh,
holding the chain.
no. Oh, wait, I don't. Oh, not the string of flesh, bro. Oh.
Arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Yeah, she took it like a
From her
champ.
findings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
You gonna be okay
Why
there?
is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
You wanna wrap that up
Thank
with
you. Now
something?
Let's get out of here.
You okay? Yeah.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the
Hey,
blade.
who's playing the video game right now?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
No, you stop it. Warn
Stop
her.
that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Damn right she does. I'm not in control of myself.
Resisting me, I am
You
trying
need to get out. Take the knife. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
I will not.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
I can feel the
I'll
conflict
make
within
this
you.
quick.
Use the force.
Steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
You mustn't kill me with
I'll
it.
see you in another life.
You mustn't kill me with it. We have to escape together.
Then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
God damn it.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm
Hot.
afraid it is. Everything goes dark.
Maybe a
and you
little.
die. I hope it was worth it.
Maybe a little. Chapter 2, The Prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
How many
is a
times?
princess. You're here to slay her.
When do we get the answer?
Don't. It will be the end of the world.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud?
No. These are internal monologues.
Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
None of this is being said out loud. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor.
Don't even take the knife.
Blade
Oh,
perched on its
I
edge.
feel like we're gonna need it.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Like, if we leave it up here, he's probably not gonna let us come back and get it. Fuck it.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Oh, alright.
Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner.
Yes, of course. It's not as if she'd done it before, but,
Sure.
yeah, she's done it before.
Against you. She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world. Okay. I'm trusting you.
Hey, you know what I gotta say here? What's the big idea?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go. Wonderful.
All right.
Exactly that.
Fair enough.
Stealing the knife from the table before proceeding to the basement. Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless.
I feel like we do have to do something. I just haven't figured out what.
The basement creaks open, revealing an old.
Or rather, I haven't figured out how many.
A few
we have to
torches
quote-unquote
attempt to
do.
vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I don't know, this one's pretty cushy.
Harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
You need to K-I star her.
Please,
What
come
could those letters
downstairs.
be?
It's been a while since
What
I've had
indeed?
company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first?
Don't worry about it.
You walk down
Oh,
the stairs
wow.
and lock eyes
Oh.
with the princess. She looks up, the heavy collar around her
Oh.
neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
Yeah, I think
Why would you
we
be worried about her restraints?
should.
If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Tobias, how did you do that? You said it, and then the skeptic mentioned it.
Interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in
Well,
my
go
heart.
ahead. Yeah, we're like this is like the 4th cycle or something. I don't. We're in it. We're in it.
You step towards the princess.
Hey,
stops
you
you
look
before you get too
you
close, holding up
look
one
so
hand.
done with all of this.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
I'm a good boy.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Another chain on the wall. Who's it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Okay, alright, don't fuck this up. Inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
No,
And
but...
what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
I'm with you, I'm with you.
What if he's telling the truth?
Well, then we'll still have one arm free.
He isn't.
I am. Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall.
I like her
Princess watches you
peering.
with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity.
I like that. That's cute. That's a good expression.
I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Good.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade,
Oh.
which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the
Alright,
basement.
well, I didn't expect you to just break the rules like that. I guess that's okay. Fine.
Excuse me?
Uh,
Yes? Are we stuck here now?
ah.
Yes.
Huh, so it does fit.
All
But I guess it
accordion
doesn't
to
like your
plan.
knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
I guess we
What are we
got plenty of
supposed to
time
do
to get to
now?
know each other then.
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
Unless...
Horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
That's pretty true.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
More or less.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
So, we're both stuck here.
Yep.
What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude.
Did you know that this was going to happen to me? Telling.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes.
Oh dear.
And passes.
Oh dear.
And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe.
Look, alright, I'm just gonna say it. You wanna, like, make out or something? I'm
Too
bored
far
as
away
shit.
from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And
Man,
after
shut
that,
up.
even more time passes again. And let me guess, the
cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
Something has to be changing. Something has to be
I suppose you're correct.
changing.
Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Don't bring it up.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, and
We're
watch
not
lichen
dying.
spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
Yeah.
She hasn't starved.
Right.
Yes, she hasn't.
That goes back to the question that we asked like 4 fucking cycles ago.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement.
Yep.
Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass.
Eventually the
Until suddenly,
ceiling's gonna cave in, right?
there are no
Okay.
walls.
There we go.
And
I
He's
think
gone.
He's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Huh.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Oh. Yeah, babe, it sucks out here. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a... Why is it here? Why now?
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
The voices feel small, distant, as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Yeah. Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small
Being
for
raveled
us.
is overrated.
You and I are the only things that interest me.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart.
There's the heart again.
Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
I guess that's an answer. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new.
Smooth brain.
Do you think your narrator lives
Must be a
in the
VTuber.
spaces beyond?
Are we rebuilding a cosmic being to be our girlfriend? Maybe, I don't know. He does. And when I find him, I'm going to kill him.
If he is anything other than us, he isn't worth the effort to destroy.
I might have to disagree with you. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Well, you heard her, Chet. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring to you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
All right, let's get it. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path.
Skip.
You make your way up.
Skip.
The interior.
Skip.
The door to the basement.
Skip. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
It is I, Birdman.
You walk down the stairs.
But I'm like undead or something. I don't fucking know anymore.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Yeah.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Unfortunately,
Don't
I
do
didn't.
it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They
The
wouldn't have
key
just
is my
left the key
penor.
to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm not sticking it in there. And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Break these chains!
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Yeah.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
That makes me uncomfortable.
If we were
again.
stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
And we don't have the knife.
Is someone else here? You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom?
Yeah.
Easier for everyone.
Yeah.
Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Happened
There's
again.
A slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Yeah. About that.
She
We've
barely
tried it
hesitates.
all.
Her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Yeah, I guess you were right. She
Or
just
we could use it to
chewed
free
it off.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine.
Let me
Against your
help you with that, sweetheart.
Place the blade against the
She,
rapid,
that
wound
makes
on
me
the princess's
uncomfortable.
arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Wipe your face, sweetie.
You cut
It'll be okay.
into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through
I
the
hope
bone.
she's left-handed.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you.
What a happy
get out of here.
girl.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high.
Oh,
can't
you've
just
said
return
that
to the
already.
princess. Wait, watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I'm trying not to. What's been stopping her from chewing off her arm off this whole time? I don't know.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
It's not the point. This is above you.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance,
Yeah.
the princess takes a cautious step forward.
I continue to resist. I'm breaking my metaphorical chains.
We both know this isn't you.
Stay back.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
No, wait, you don't have to do that.
She plunges it into your chest,
Okay.
tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay, sweetheart.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
She fucking missed.
For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Yeah, well, shut up.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Every inch.
I'm
Ooh,
sorry.
woo.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Wow, that's
Apparently not.
though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife was.
I've had dreams like this.
Stab wound is still a stab wound.
Have you,
It won't be long before
you talked to anybody about that?
I'm so sorry.
What?
Thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
It's not your fault, sweetie.
You
Just...
can't just end like this.
It's fine.
Right?
It's fine.
Well, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently.
Oh, she's so upset. Don't... It's okay. Don't... Just don't worry about it.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The damsel. This is...
You're on a path through the woods, and at the end of that path,
our nature as a male made this inevitable.
and in the basement
We are the heroic
is a
spirit.
princess. You're here to slay.
I tried not to say heroic
If you
spirit, but I
don't,
couldn't think of another word.
It will be the end of the world.
Alright, shut up. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power
I'm
to
so
stop
sick
you
of
from
listening to
slaying
this
her.
guy.
Don't believe a word she says.
If only you knew what you did to us, you
Oh, it's the
villain.
smitten again.
Excuse me?
God damn it.
Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our lives last
Smitten,
time.
please.
He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Can we just get to the...
Last time. What
Can
are
we
you
just get to...
talking about?
Stop. Yeah, don't fucking...
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice.
Yeah.
Let's try to ignore him.
Let's go.
I do, but I also speak from the
Oh
heart.
my god.
Passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
This guy's making sense. Yeah, but I wish he'd shut up.
Your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Precisely.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
And so I shall.
The interior of the cabin
Whoa.
is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture
Uh-huh.
is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to
I
do this
think
right.
maybe we take the knife this time.
You take the blade from the table.
Seemed to
It will
only
be
slow us
difficult
down
to
last
slay the
time.
princess and save the world without a weapon.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword.
Sure, yeah,
That
that's...
way
yeah.
she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge.
It'll be okay.
There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Right. I think the mirror took an extra
The
frame
door
to
the
disappear
basement
that time,
creaks
which is
open,
weird.
Revealing an
we're not worried
intricate
about it.
stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I fucking hate the narrator.
A soft voice carries up the
I
stairs.
can't believe... I
Hello?
can't believe...
Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think?
You know, sometimes this game makes me feel like I don't even need to be here.
Without all this fawning.
I am merely a physical
Yes,
vessel
everyone
for
says
these
you're
thoughts.
not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk
We're
down
here to
the
rescue
stairs
you.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words.
Oh my god, this fucking
She
guy.
can hear my spirit.
I'd get manipulated so hard.
It's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dead.
She said we came back.
She called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
How do you remember?
To come back? You've been here before, haven't you?
How do you
That's
remember?
right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion.
There you go again.
I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What
How do you know what you know, and what are you still not telling us?
We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets.
No, hero,
You're just
you...
somewhere else. You can't keep hopping
That's right,
between
he doesn't
worlds
remember.
forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind.
This guy's full of shit, true.
This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet.
Let's go.
Treat her like the lady she is.
Kiss
Now,
the princess.
hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Well, she didn't end the
We
world.
never
She's
saw
here.
a world end, and now I'm even more
At least
certain that we must
not as
chase our heroic
sure.
and romantic destiny than I've ever been.
Bro, trust that world was totally doomed as soon as you left. You just missed it.
Are you
Right,
listening
yeah.
to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Oh, I will. Do I have to cut you? Do I have to cut you out again? I really didn't care for that last time.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Not exactly what I was
We
asking.
won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a
Yeah,
prisoner here.
and how?
We can't just
If
slip
she
her
could do
hands
that,
through the
then
chains.
we could. You know what?
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
No, you're not.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Yeah. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
That... You killed me last time, and it hurt a lot.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
No!
Did we?
No!
We warned her of the cruel
We wanted to
forces
leave
seizing
the
our body.
basement
That's
together.
basically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the
Guys, I don't
best
think we're leaving the
decision
basement.
for everyone.
I don't think we're ever getting out.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Aw.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent.
She's
Almost
so
unsettling
nice.
extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
I don't think so.
There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Rescue the princess.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes.
You've done that already.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
We would. We've done it
I
before.
would.
At least twice. I
I'd
think.
listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end?
Smitten guy
if we don't
rules
stop
a
her?
little bit. It's kind of long-winded though, but I'd be one to talk.
You
Oh my
approach the
god, it
princess
slipped
and
right off.
Gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned.
She's so pretty
doomed.
and
I can't believe
happy.
it. But I guess I have to.
And I like how the parallax affects the upper part of her body differently
There's
from the
no
lower
life
part of her
more
body.
worth
That's a nice.
living than that of a true believer.
I like the dress. It's nice.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try
We
it.
got hugged.
You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
Whatever you want, sweetheart. We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last
It's the happy
for
ending.
the entire world. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Yeah.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made, and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
Don't worry about it, hero.
I
Starting to sound like the
mope
skeptic.
about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
Shut up.
You and the princess walk up the stairs.
Look at how pretty she
hand
is.
in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
Yeah, she
And
deserves to
what
be
happens
happy
after
about
you
this.
Walk up the stairs. Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock
You
clicks.
cheeky motherfucker.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
That's the first time we've seen the exit door to the cabin.
No. Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
Damn right.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand.
We haven't,
Our
though.
passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Yeah.
Listening to this, you don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
Well, not every whim.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
That's alright, hero. I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love.
Shut
you and the
up.
Princess, place your hands on the door.
Together.
Blech. And
Nothing
lock
happened.
clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable.
We're winning. We're so winning. We're absolutely
Make your way
winning.
upstairs.
I can't believe this is happening.
Freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
Ha!
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
That's right.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step out.
We did it.
Our happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go?
Oh.
Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Oh.
It's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Yeah, I knew this would happen, but her pure and optimistic heart will join with the others and become part of our partner entity. You don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
You've matured? I don't know. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
You. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image of the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
I met you many times. Have you been the same you all along?
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Right, that's the idea. Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks.
I'm aware, and if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you've denied it as even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial.
I've made those realizations without you.
I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant.
I suppose that's fair.
For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Ha! just as subjective as all the others. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that?
Hurt? I don't feel pain. Not physically.
Too bad. And what is my true identity?
You're the Long Quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Why would you want to rid the world of death?
If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you cannot grasp the abject horror of dying.
What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Oh, shit. This is the end of Evangelion problem. What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together and leave the people out there alone?
It wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave. And then everything would change.
Living in the world of death is a bad thing? Yes, I agree.
Then, the clock ticks on.
I've had enough. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. What's happening? Oh! Hey! You...
I can
Oh god, this is End of Evangelion.
I can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue. I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting.
I haven't really been
But
given
it's
much of a
woven
choice.
into your nature, isn't it?
I'd shift her mound. Hey, yo! What the fuck? Give me two.
When the echoes spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Embrace death and liberation. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words.
Just like the Death Tarot card, yeah.
The final piece lies with you.
Free yourself. Unchain me. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it. But it does not yield.
I love you.
Take her hand. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. Oh my God. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
I'm tripping. There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist, and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. I say that's a good ending. That was awesome. That was way, way more than I thought it would be. Oh my God. And the music, dude. The music. This music. Oh, it's so good. Oh my God, this game is so good. Dude, everything about this is amazing. I got a little abstract for my liking, but I love a good time loop video game. It was getting there. It was getting to the point where I wasn't really getting it anymore, but then they brought it back around. Finish the game, the good ending doesn't count. Wait, what? What do you mean the good ending doesn't count? This is the good ending. Way better than 11 minutes out of 10. I've seen 11 minutes. That shit was bonkers. Join the Discord, join the mailing list, join the subreddit, just follow us somewhere else. Make your playlist. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. I'll make a playlist. Oh, yeah, it opened the Spotify in my browser. Play our other game. I might be interested, but for now, oh, that was a hard cut. That shit was awesome. I want to play more, actually. Now I'm very excited for the DLC to come out. The pristine cut on October 24th. We might have to jump into that. Oh, that's more than a week. So we've got some time, but we've still got plenty of other things to do in the meantime, so. Speaking of meantime, who shall we pay a visit to tonight? Let's see who's online. As always, there are plenty of options. There are many doors. Oh, let's see. I don't know who's doing what. I forgot to bring it up at the beginning, but did you see the new role Ben Starr just announced he's doing? Yeah, Prometheus! Fuck yeah! He's not beating the pyromaniac allegations. True. I find it so ironic that even in the song Away, which is Phoenix's theme in Final Fantasy XVI, they refer to Phoenix and Ifrit as Prometheus and Epimetheus, respectively, and I find it so ironic that now he's playing Prometheus. The guy who was playing the Epimetheus of Final Fantasy XVI is playing the Prometheus of Hades 2. The literal Prometheus of Hades 2. I love that. I love that. I love Ben Starr. He's so cool. Alright. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, you guys are in for a treat. Tonight, we're raiding Tolk. Because Tolk is playing Soma. And Soma is a good game. And it's spooky. So it's going to be a great time. If you've never seen Soma before, Krim, I think you know. Because you've... Yeah, I love Soma. I also have brain damage, so it really spoke to me. God damn it. Yeah, I thought I remembered you knowing about Soma, liking Soma. Did we... I think we all played that together. Or rather, we all sat in my brother's room watching him play it. That's what I remember. Yeah, but that was a good time. Tolk's playing it. I don't know how far he's into the game. I think I remember him playing it before, so he's not just starting. Oh, and he's doing a charity thing. Saintly Scares. So if you're financially able, do go contribute, go help him out. Tolk does a bunch of like charity stuff over there. I should look into trying to do some stuff like that over here. I don't know how to go about doing that. Either way, I'll be back tomorrow with some Nightmare Cart. So until then, have fun, be nice, raid Leaf, and I will see you guys next time. Hold on.